Welcome to this week's episode of the 3-Point Play. This week's sports focus. With great power comes great forwards. We're doing top 5 NBA power forwards this week. I have always to the left of me the great Aaron, and to the right the legendary Jordan. And I'm your host, Zev. Guys, let's get into it. Aaron, at number 5, who do you have for your power forwards?
I have Paul Millsap, Zev,
Ooh.
at number 5 in my power
Atlanta
forwards.
Hawks.
He's very versatile.
Yeah.
He's been improving his three-point shot the past couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
He's underrated on the defensive end. He averaged 1.8 steals per game last season, and also he averaged 1.7 blocks per game.
I had him on fantasy. I loved him.
He was very good in fantasy.
All right. Well, how do you think he's going to play with Dwight Howard this year?
I think he's going to play fine because it's going to be very similar to Al Horford because he'll be able to shoot the mid-range and the corner threes like he did with Al Horford last year.
Yeah.
And I think he'll probably get a couple more touches because Dwight Howard's going to get some more points off like offensive rebounds and like alley-oops.
Doesn't demand a lot on the offensive end.
Exactly.
And he can space the floor with Dwight Howard too, which
Yeah.
I think is going to be really great for Atlanta. I don't know what their point guard situation is, but having Paul Millsap there is definitely key. He's definitely really good power forward. Jordan, who's number 5 for you?
I have Pau Gasol.
Oh,
Come on,
the bench player for the Spurs.
He's a two-time champ, I think, right?
Yeah,
with the
2
Lakers.
decades ago.
He's a big body, 7 foot. He gets lots of blocks.
Yeah.
Great post player. He knows how to play the game. He's a veteran.
No, he does. And last year in Chicago, he was phenomenal for them.
Resurrected his career.
Really did, and we all thought that we'd see a decline in Pau Gasol, and what did he do, like 19 points this year and 10 rebounds? It's
a
pretty,
double machine.
yeah, it's pretty phenomenal for someone of his age. Okay,
Just shouldn't play center.
maybe not, but you know what? He got the blocks for it, so I think it's working out
Mhm.
for him. Whatever he's doing, I think with this NBA, with
He
We're
fits
seeing-
in this NBA.
yeah, with the lack of real dominant centers, it's easier for him to play the center position. But yeah, his true position is power forward, and rightfully so. Okay, Aaron, back to you. Number 4.
My number 4 power forward is Draymond Green.
Oh my God.
He's a true point forward, man.
He's horrible.
He's horrible.
He averaged a career high 7.4 assists. It was how impressive is that?
He's a top 5 Snapchatter.
He's like 6'5".
He's 6'7".
No, it's with shoes.
Oh my God. That's besides the point. He's still phenomenal at his size.
All
And
right,
plus
why do you like
he's
Draymond, Aaron?
Draymond Green is as well as versatile, like very similar to Paul Millsap, but he's a much better playmaker.
Yes.
They ran the offense through him. He knew how to set up everybody. He was always able to set up everybody, and he was also able to get his own shot when he
If
wanted to.
I passed to Curry, he would score. Like,
Oh, okay.
if I passed to
Okay.
Klay Thompson, he would score. Like,
But they're running the offense through him. That means that he's doing
he's the
something
one
right.
grabbing the board and running down the fast breaks.
Some say they didn't win the championship because he was out for that Game 5.
Oh, please, he sucks.
Here we go. Hater. Alrighty.
All right, well, what kind of numbers do you think you're going to see from this year? I mean, we do have Kevin Durant now, but do you think he's still going to be that cog that makes them go?
I think his numbers won't be as high. Like, he won't average... I don't think he's going to average, like, 9 rebounds and 7 assists again.
Okay.
I think he's going to average more around, like, 7 rebounds and, like, 5 assists because, Kevin Durant's there and he's going to take a couple of those.
Yeah, but he's still going to make that Warriors team run?
Oh, yeah.
All
I
right.
think so.
All right. Draymond, champion, defensive player of the year, right?
No.
Soon to be. Jordan, number 4.
I have Blake Griffin. The man is just scary when he's going up to the rim.
At number 4.
At 4?
At 4,
Are you kidding me?
21.4 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, almost 5 assists.
Oh, I don't blame you. Why is he so low?
Why
This
is it
is
so low?
disrespectful.
I have other people in my top
All right.
5.
Disrespectful.
Okay, well, what do you think he's going to do this year in Los Angeles?
Probably around the same numbers. Probably going to end up 4th seed again, losing the first round.
That's their MO.
Yeah, basically.
How many trainers is he going to knock out this year?
How many traders?
Trainers.
Trainers. Well, 2 trainers, 1 water boy. Towel boy is going to get in the mix there somewhere.
Oh, God. Okay, well, we also have seen a increase in Blake Griffin's usability on the 3-point line. Do you think he's going to work? Do you think he's going to be a factor from there this year?
No, he has his mid-range going already. He should continue with that and develop that a little more, and he'll be unstoppable.
All right. Number 4, Blake Griffin. Aaron, number 3.
For my number 3, Zev, I have LaMarcus Aldridge.
Ooh, LA.
Why?
What do you
He
mean?
should be
why?
higher.
Oh, now he
Here
should
we
be
go.
higher. No, I like him at number 3. He's a very good post scorer. He's a inside-out threat. Even though he went to the Spurs and his points went on the decline a little bit, he was still just as efficient from the field.
Okay. I mean, I think he had a little bit of a rough start in San Antonio.
He had to get his feet wet in that new system.
Yeah, still won 70 games though. So I guess
they were impressive.
they were impressive, and I think just an extra year having Kawhi Leonard alongside him. Tim Duncan's gone, so he gets even more touches now and more usability. I think he'll become a better player in that San Antonio offense.
Exactly. He's definitely the second option for sure.
Jordan, you're nodding your head. What's wrong with LaMarcus Aldridge here?
Well, it should be higher.
He should be higher.
Okay, who's your third?
My
All right,
third.
Who's your third?
You probably have it at number 1. Everyone, oh my God, he's the best player.
Say it.
Third is Anthony Davis.
Wow!
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know you're gonna say. Oh, he had 24 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. He had
How could you not like this man?
20 dunks, 5 SWAT-tacular
He's
blocks.
a point guard in a 6'10" frame. What do you
The
not like
team
about
went 30-52.
He was
The
injured.
guy gets injured every game. ACL tear, but comes back in 5 minutes. I'm just waiting for a concussion. Oh, but comes back 10 minutes later. Card off the court. Oh, but comes back 2 minutes later. I'm just waiting for that one injury. Oh, shaved unibrow, but comes back after. But comes back after 2 minutes. He regrows it again. All right.
Oh, God.
The team went 12th in the Western Conference. How are you gonna say you're the best power forward when you do that? I can't.
I think that follows a lot with the issues that DeMarcus Cousins has. You know,
Exactly.
he's a
It's the same
great player.
concept.
He's just in a bad organization-wise.
You got to remember the season prior when he was fully healthy and he played
He's
the
playing
whole
with
season.
He's playing with.
He brought that team to the playoffs.
Which
That
team?
is true.
The
Last year,
Pelicans,
yeah.
the season prior, he brought that team to the playoffs.
yeah,
and that
the
was
eighth seed.
just as garbage of a team it was this
If you're
past
gonna
year.
if you're gonna
Okay,
say you're
and
the best,
that 3 by Curry over him.
I'm sorry.
in the corner.
you have to win games to be called the best, and you don't win games. You're not the best.
He was injured for most of the year.
That's his own fault.
Okay.
All right, but I think that follows a lot of DeMarcus Cousins. I mean, look at the pieces Anthony Davis has. You don't think that's
He
a
also
little-
has good pieces.
what good pieces?
Eric Gordon,
He's
He
not there
also-
anymore.
Drew Holiday.
He's not good.
Drew Holiday's not good. Tyreek Evans.
He's a bust.
He's Tyreek Evans career-wise has gone from here like there. Like every
His
year he
rookie
gets worse.
season, it was amazing, and then
Let's just
garbage.
continue
All right. I mean,
because you're not getting anywhere with this.
apparently not. Okay, Aaron, number 2.
My second power forward on the list is Blake Griffin.
Ooh.
Okay, I don't disagree.
When healthy, he's 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. He's the second passing option on that team. He's a phenomenal passer.
Second passing option at a power forward slot.
It's crazy to hear that.
That's crazy.
That's like some Kevin Garnett aspect in that.
That
Yeah, right.
that kind of help. Yeah, I mean, he definitely. I think he's the one that makes that team go. People think CP3 does it, but I think
You have
CP3
to
is
remember-
always going to be there. But the factor to put him over the hump is Blake Griffin.
You also have to remember a couple years ago when CP3 went down for like a good part of the season, Blake Griffin went
He
off.
carried, yeah.
Yeah, he was third on the MVP list that year.
I remember that. Yeah, I think he's.
Mhm.
I think he's up for an upgrade. Now,
sure.
Jordan thinks he's going to keep that mid range. Do you think he's going to develop that 3-point?
I think he's just stick with the mid range. He's too strong and athletic just to pull it from the 3-point line.
But
That's
if you
not
could be
him.
lethal from everywhere, isn't that in your best interest?
I think he's just so focused more on his post game.
Okay, but having the ability to do so is a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what happens in Lob City with
Yeah.
Blake. It's always a fun time. The State Farm commercials are amazing. All right, Jordan,
My number 2,
you're number 2.
Paul Millsap.
Paul Millsap is better than Anthony Davis.
He's better than Draymond Green with the same
Here we
body,
go.
same abilities, whatever you want to say.
Okay,
Here we
Paul
go.
Millsap, give us your
17
case.
points, 9 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1.7 blocks, 1.8 steals.
He does everything.
Phenomenal. And he wins games, unlike Anthony Davis.
But he's not the focal point. He wasn't the
Why did it
focal
be the
point last
focal
year.
point? You do everything for your team all around. Kyle Korver's not going to do anything except drain threes. You need some guy who's going to get those rebounds and all that, get some blocks, just play defense. Al Horford is playing like a power forward, so someone else has to back him up a little bit. But now he has Dwight Howard, so he's going to be.
I think we saw some
A little
amazing things. I mean, I disagree with that at number 2, but Paul Millsap Like
he is underrated because no one talks about him.
He also showed us that he can actually play small forward a little bit, which is actually pretty cool.
Which is impressive on his part.
Oh yeah, I mean having
nobody thought he was that quick.
Exactly, and being able to be that kind of lateral quickness in this league, being and as lethal as he is from everywhere, he's a gift to have. He's really a Swiss Army man.
Exactly.
He really does. So, Jordan, what kind of points do we think he's going to do this year?
Well, he's basically going to do the same thing, except I see a couple more lobs maybe to Dwight.
Okay.
Less rebounds.
Open the passing a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's have some more assists, maybe a couple more points. Less rebounds a little bit. Probably less blocks as well.
Is he leading his team in points, or is it going to be Dwight?
No, he's not leading his team in points. Probably going to be. It might be Dennis Schroeder.
Dennis Schroeder
To lead the team?
Yeah.
And points per game is going to be shorter?
Well, Paul Millsap does not look to be as one of those big-time scorers, so I don't know.
He might have to be now.
I don't know if I want to say Paul Millsap. It's really contributed on that Hawks team to all players.
It's true. It's San Antonio Spurs.
It's ridiculous. Schroeder's going to be the leading scorer.
Well, I'm just making.
I will put money right now he won't be. There you go. Sit there in the silence.
I don't know. What are you asking me? I don't know.
All right. Now it's number one. Aaron.
The consensus pick, Anthony Davis.
Shocker.
There you go.
There we go. Anthony
I
Davis.
mean, it's not rocket science.
It's
when
really
healthy,
not.
25 and 10 and 3 blocks. And
But what does that give you when you get all those stats? and
when
no
healthy,
wins?
he leads the team to the playoffs.
But he's not.
We saw that. We saw that happen.
He's healthy every game and then leaves at the half. Potty
That was
break,
last season.
concussion, left leg. Oh, my tooth hurts.
Oh,
Yeah, but he's so good, and he's also young,
he can do so many things.
I don't.
and
care.
he's still improving. You don't care because you don't like it. That's just hate.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Pure
he's
hate.
Fear the brow of my butt.
I think if he can stay healthy this year, which has been an issue for him, he can be phenomenal.
For sure.
And I would really like to see what happens this year on that Pelicans team. I think a lot of changes have happened in the West, and some teams have fallen, and a lot of teams, consolidated. So there's room for the Pelicans to actually make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, that's
I'd like to see
potential.
what Anthony Davis has.
If he makes the playoffs, I'll say, well, not just make the playoffs. You can't just be like 8 seed borderline
Okay.
and then say you're the best. You got to be like, if you're gonna say you're the best and possibly a top 5 player in the whole NBA.
Yeah.
You got to make it like 4th seed.
All right. Well, there we go. Anthony Davis. Jordan
Who's your
calls you
number
out.
one?
4th seed.
Wait, who was your number one then?
Who is your number one?
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh my God!
The man's a winner. Come on.
He's
What do you
a
mean?
winner.
He got
What do you
knocked
mean?
out of the second round. It's like he's playing with the Trailblazers.
So
again.
what? You have the best record. And
He did not have the best record.
on the
first of all.
Trailblazers,
Second
they
of all,
had the 4th or 5th seed.
yeah, but there was the same result. Second round exit.
Oh my God.
So far, his top.
Okay, you
His
have to have
ceiling.
because you're playing against other great teams
Oh,
in the
come
West.
on. He's
They
playing
could have
with-
beaten that Thunder team.
He's playing with so many pieces.
And now he has to go up against Kevin Durant and the Warriors in the West. How is he going to make the finals?
Listen, it's a competition. They could do it.
Okay, so he's the best power forward.
Absolutely not.
Listen, I
18
think,
I don't think
points.
he's the best.
8.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, and 1.1 blocks.
I think going back to what
You know-
Aaron said, when he was playing with less pieces in Portland, we saw his flaws, and we saw what
We're
he
able to
was.
pick it out.
Yeah, you're able to see it with a microscope. I think being on this San Antonio's team now, there are so many options, and the way they play, it really covers that, which is great from a
For
team
him.
for a team perspective and for him. But I think to say that he's the best power forward, I think
Absolutely
is a little
best
bit.
power forward.
Absolutely
He knows
not.
how. He knows he's mini Duncan. He knows the fundamentals.
You did not just say he's
He's
mini
unstoppable.
Duncan.
He knows how to play the post
This
perfectly.
just in, LaMarcus Aldridge changing his number to 21 this year.
It's not anything
reversing the
ridiculous.
Oh wow!
The top 5 list is just ridiculous.
It's not.
It's not. Okay.
You always amaze me. It's
Because you guys like the guys who put up huge stats and don't win games. It doesn't work.
Okay. It does work though.
Doesn't translate into wins.
But
Therefore, you
sometimes-
cannot be the best.
But sometimes they really don't have a lot to work with.
Doesn't matter.
There's a year when they're in a bad situation,
Doesn't matter.
but then the year prior they were amazing.
I don't care.
All right, I think we ended there. As always, everyone, please like, subscribe. Tell us what you think, what your top 5 is. Who's right in this scenario? Is it Aaron? Is it Jordan? Thank you. Have a good night.
I did this off
Just players.
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna knock you out.
He's wearing shorts. He's wearing shorts.
Yeah.
He got up.
That's it. I'm going to my trailer.